Vermont's early childhood educators are working hard to make early childhood education the well-respected, well-compensated profession that it deserves to be. Piece by piece, the workforce has shown broad support for aligning with the unifying framework for the early childhood education profession and raising key Vermont-specific considerations in terms of how we identify ourselves, how we distinguish our roles, what preparation pathways look like, and how to set fair compensation. Now, it's time to begin to tie it all together. We know that experienced and prepared early childhood educators are the most important determinant of quality in our programs. No other factor is linked so closely to the best outcomes for our children. We need a system that identifies and prioritizes the role of the early childhood educator. So let's talk about licensure for individual educators as a potential path forward. What we are looking at is building a streamlined system in which all early childhood educators are individually licensed as an ECE 1, 2, or 3. Each individual license would apply across early childhood education settings, from birth through age 8, and ideally transfer across state lines. Right now, we have a fragmented system. Today in Vermont, many educators working in public schools complete a process for individual educator licensure, while home and center-based settings are registered and licensed as programs. Requirements for early childhood educators vary from setting to setting, program to program, and state to state. For those in the workforce, for preparation and training programs, for programs hiring staff, and for families looking for high-quality programs, the current fragmentation leads to inconsistency and duplication and contributes to the early childhood education staffing and availability crisis faced by our communities today. Here are some of those unintended consequences and how individual licensure may offer solutions. In a system focused on regulatory compliance, families, businesses, legislators, and the public may not understand or appreciate the vast difference between babysitting and early childhood education. In a system built on a profession, the public understands the critical importance of early childhood education, and educators across settings are respected for their skills, expertise, and their role in our society. Without a clear path through individual licensure and role designations, there's no way to ensure educators who pursue education and credentials are appropriately recognized. A professional licensure system offers alignment between increasing qualifications and increasing compensation. Currently, there's no clear regulatory differentiation between seasoned educators with years of experience working with young children and their families and those just entering the workforce. This creates an incomplete picture for families learning about their options. So let's look at the blueprint for a new road. The unifying framework describes ways that individuals can enter the early childhood education profession by demonstrating how they meet the standards and competencies of the profession. For many, that will be completing an approved professional preparation program along with field experience. For others in the current workforce, there will be a bridge to professional licensure that honors their years of experience and expertise, co-created by Vermont early childhood educators, state leaders, and advocates. According to the unifying framework, this bridge might include flexibility that takes into account educators' significant experience and expertise, a phased-in timeline that allows experienced educators to continue to practice while fulfilling requirements, affordable, accessible, and adaptable pathways to achieve credentials for people active in the workforce. In a survey at the beginning of this project, a Vermont early childhood educator wrote, "We work hard to meet the demands of this job. Education, regulatory compliance, not just anyone can do this job. It should be considered a profession." Not just anyone can do this job. Individual licensure is a way to consistently honor, measure, and reward educators over a career helping Vermont children play, discover, learn, and grow.